learned it.
That's a great question. We got to have Matt and Cam ask that if he's down there with them later.
Game 1. Time in.
But the soccer
0-0.
helps with the legs, putting yourself in position, as Annalie Waters shows us. Right out of the gate, Jack Sock goes to the net to success.
Yeah, Tom does a very good job with his footwork, staying very, very low. Good athletic
0-0.
movement, choppy movement.
Just working him left to right. So when you're matching up against a guy that wants to bull rush the net and work you around the court, how do you neutralize that?
Yeah, well, for Tom, I'm not sure staying back is going to be the right play for him here.
Side out.
Gets away with that one, but I don't see him consistently out ground stroking a former top 10 tennis player.
0-1.
I'm with you on that. But you heard Alex Crum talk. He likes to target at the net. Some players prefer the other side to get there.
Sets it up nicely. There's that backhand pass down the line that wasn't a part of Jack's game for most of his pickleball career.
1-0.
Or arguably tennis career.
Point.
Shot back there, barely catches the line. Could have been out, but Tom's quite a fair line caller.
Originally from Germany, as mentioned.
2-0.
He won college soccer at the University of Tulsa.
Side out.
Calls this one out. There's a little bit of questioning here. Jack looks like he might be challenging this. Tom sticks with it.
Yeah, I'd love to get another look at it. We have that shot available. Yeah. Ooh,
That's an out ball.
Okay.
Easily out ball.
Really?
Although the dime, I don't know. That little. That would be in.
Out.
I don't know.
That fascinates me. I'm not saying it's not out, but I don't see it clear out. I'll leave it at that.
I wouldn't say clear out. Let's get the dot on that one. Let's get the red dot. I think the red dot probably calls that in.
Side out.
So how about another upset in the draw? Augie Ga takes out John Lucian Goins.
Oh, wow.
That's
and
a
Augie
big
had
win.
a nice win the other day, too.
He's 0-2.
Grayson earlier, right?
In 3. 1 and 3 against John, too. Ooh, Sock invites Protzek into the cat and mouse.
That is one of, I think, Tom's biggest skill sets is he's very good at those dipping sort of drop shots, those touch shots. Not necessarily the outright passing shots, but those little dippers.
Is that the other line call that would have been rolled in? This is not challenged, so we can't go back and...
Oh, yeah, look at that. The dot.
The green dot of justice.
Tiny overlap. I'm sticking with it. That's an out call. Way out.
Point.
So if you guys want to get really way too technical,
tell us.
The dot on these challenges is always the same size. However, the more the ball compresses on the court, the dot really should be a different size every time. Like if you're hitting the ball straight down into the court, the ball compresses and more of the ball would hit the line. On a shot that's flowing through the court a little bit more like that, the dot should actually be slightly smaller.
Side out.
Does the ball compress enough to make that argument?
On certain shots, if you hit an overhead down into the ground, it would compress a good amount. So I'm really just digging myself a hole here, trying to justify myself.
Aren't you the president of the players representation on the BPA side? UPA?
Yeah, what does that have to do with this?
Bring it to your next board meeting. I want the green dot in an oval shape sometimes. And I stand by it.
Looks like we might have had a little paddle change from Tom. Or what was that?
1-3.
Not sure.
Side out.
Still at 3-1 here. Looks like both of these guys are still kind of trying to find their rhythm.
Winner will face either Gabe Joseph or Marshall Brown in tomorrow's round of 16. And then the quarterfinal matchup could be with world number 1 Hunter Johnson. Oh my, oh yeah, ATP for the books.
Look at that point. What an incredible point. That's the most entertaining part of men's singles right there.
Wow. He told us he had wheels. Check him out. There's that soccer flair coming into play.
Jack looked like he might have been able to hit his own ATP on that one, but a lot of times when you have an easy ATP, you know Tom is going to be moving for that to cover it. He decides to go cross court instead, and Tom guessed right over there.
1-3.
It's a little bit of game theory on some of these ATPs.
Yeah, it used to be a guaranteed winner, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's become somewhat of a weapon used against people sometimes.
If you can get somebody to hit an ATP on your terms, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Generally, that means they have to be moving backwards in order to hit it. If they're stepping into an ATP, they're generally going to be able to hit it hard enough to hit a winner. Interesting. Tom actually takes some speed off of that one and draws Jack in. So not only does Tom not want to be coming to the net, he's actually looking to bring Jack in.
3-3.
Got what you want. Looks like Jack is moving a little bit gingerly. I think I saw him put a hand on that hip that he had hurt a couple of weeks ago too. I'm hoping that he's all right here. Kind of looks like he's hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't simply like wrap around the outside of the ball like you're able to in tennis and grab it with the string. So you really have to get around the outside with your feet. Jack misses that one. And you're hitting it not only over the, well, you're hitting it over the lowest part of the net. However, it's hard to dip that ball back down cross court.
3-3.
Tom with another short ball.
Oh my, how did he get out of that after lobbing sock to the backhand?
That passes from deep in the court.
25-year-old stunner at the moment. Sock didn't do much with it, though earning the pop-up.
Tom is fired up. This is the first time I've really watched Tom in more than just a few minutes of play.
4-3.
Very crafty.
Point.
I cannot believe this guy didn't play college tennis somewhere or another. I mean, he looks like he's got incredible tennis strokes.
The mechanics we'll have to dive into.
5-3.
Oh my, again, at the highest point of the net, another pass back-to-back down the line.
Man, he's fired up. He's got a nice little fan section over there as well. I'm somewhat surprised Jack isn't trying to take that down the line pass away a little bit. Again, make him hit that cross court shots more difficult.
I do wonder if that lingering injury is carrying over into this week. Vegas was just last week.
Point.
Robbed by the net.
He's grabbing at his hip a little bit, it looks like there.
Not enjoyable to play singles with injury. How about...
What is going on here?
VIP box. Wow, what a get. Couldn't get there, though. Finally out of reach.
Adds a little flair to that shot, too.
Flair in the box seats and flair on the courts.
I like that play from Jack, though. So Tom has been able to camp out pretty deep behind the court. You've seen some of these winners come from the shadows all the way back there. When you throw in one drop shot just to keep the other person honest, it's going to make all of their other passes a little bit more difficult.
Side out. Seven, 3. Point.
Keeps his return to the middle. Bull rushes the net. Throws the volley into the net as well.
I think he surprised himself with the slide there, actually. It looks like he normally when these tennis players slide, they're in balance. He threw himself out of balance with the slide.
Side out.
Timeout here.
Timeout receiver. 3-8.
We welcome you back with our Proton play of the game. An ATP so good, you've got to see it twice. Here you feel like Jack has leverage in the point, but oh no. Protzek comes from out of nowhere. Another look at this beauty. Zane Navratil.
Yeah, Jack actually had a couple of options, but Tom reads it right and actually guesses right. He starts moving right ahead of time. Still, even when you get there, that's not an easy shot to execute, and he's fired up, rightfully so. This is a good first game. Jack calls in an interesting timeout. Sort of felt like he had a little bit of momentum back after a nice deep return, but he's got the ball back. Kind of a more offensive timeout,
15 seconds. No timeouts, one timeout.
Yeah, I'm curious about that timeout as well. Just the timing of it.
Time in. 3-8. Point.
Good offensive timeout.
What does it feel like to return that kind of serve?
4-8.
He's actually got an interesting serve because he doesn't hit it very spinny.
What's the advantage or disadvantage of that?
It's a flatter serve, meaning he's got a little bit less margin for error, so you're going to see him miss probably a little bit more than other players, but he also hits it quite hard. It slides to the court a little bit more. Topspin kind of sits up a bit more. That slice slides through the court a bit more. It's actually somewhere I'm surprised Jack hasn't done more work on.
Point.
It's a gutsy third from Protzek.
Great backhand down the line there. Redirects it, and Jack is out of position from that first shot. Gives us some game point here.
10-4.
Oh.
Side out.
Oh man, he set it up so well.
Yes, he did.
That running forehand down the line seems to be one of his favorite shots as well. Down the line on both wings for Tom are really strong so far.
$4-10.
Oh my. Goes for broke on the track down, but the wheels to get that drop volley.
I thought he was nowhere to be found on that. That was impressive.
Me neither.
I kind of like that strategy from Jack, not giving Tom the opportunity to be able to hit real passes. Ball is so short and so low, you can't really hit a passing shot from that position.
5-10. Side out.
Tom gets that ball down. It looks like Jack changed his mind right at the last second. Flick there did not look good. Another game point here for Tom.
Pulls him to the forehand wing again.
It's interesting. I actually don't know what adjustment I'm going to make if I'm Jack right now, because Tom is just passing so well off of both wings. Maybe I'm going to force Tom to hit more of those cross-court passes, because when Tom is hitting cross-court, generally he's taking a little bit of that pace off of the ball.
To keep him more to the middle, maybe?
5-10. Point.
It's interesting. Tom is finding himself really deep behind the court as well. He's pulling out some kind of miracle shots from back there. Because especially when you're so far back behind the court, that gives your opponent just more time to, for the ball to slow down, and then B, to get into position.
Volley again.
Yeah, there it is. I think Tom's not hitting too many hard cross-court passes, right? Again, hard cross-court passes are the most difficult shot. I think Jack adjusting and taking away that line a little bit is accounting for some of this this run back. Because even then, Tom does go cross-court. However, it was kind of a slower passing shot, gave Jack that time to get there. 7-10. Should see a timeout from Tom after this one.
I'll recall. 7-10.
Wow, right on cue from the midcourt.
Timeout, server.
Simple stroke. And women's singles.
Time in. 10-7.
Game point 3 here. Oh boy, off the tape, losing his footing. That was an epic point. How did Jack Sock get out of that one? Gee,
I don't know.
That was
I don't know if he deserved it, man. He was he was on the ropes. Tom's just got to do a little bit more with a couple of these volleys, and Jack looks like he's moving better. Like he looks like maybe it's warmed up, whatever.
7-10.
Like he wasn't getting to those balls earlier, and I don't think Tom expected him to.
I'm just not sure what else Tom could have done at that point.
Side out.
Just off for Jack. Game point number 4 now for Tom.
Just barely missed.
10-7.
Decides to switch it up and come to the net. Doesn't find any success there either. That's the tough one, I think. When you're in that position, when you've had a couple of game points, you feel like you've got to do something different. It really is just a numbers game. Play the same game that you've won 55% of the points with.
And the forehand of Jack Sock is too ferocious to handle. Adds another point.
Oh, a little misdirect there as well. Looked like he's pulling that cross court. Tom thought he was pulling it cross court and slides it right up the line nicely.
There we're seeing early season Jack Sock running around everything, taking it on his forehand wing.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining to watch him go all the way outside the single sideline to go hit a forehand. We're seeing a little bit less of that now, but look, he even did that in tennis too. If that forehand is the moneymaker.
Lofty return to the backhand wing, and nothing to show for it. Sock with a chance to tie it.
And that's just the type of volley that Tom wants. He's upset with himself because he's got a ball above the level of the net where he can probably feel a little bit of the pressure of Jack tracking down a couple of those balls on one of his game points,
9-10.
right? Goes for a little bit more and misses.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Point.
Wow, Sock ties it.
That drop shot play is so good. Tom's so far back behind the court. Even if he gets there, he's not in an advantageous position. Jack is still in control even if it gets there. So that's a really good mid-match adjustment from Jack mid-game. 6
straight points. It was 10-4 just a moment ago. 4 game points.
10-10.
Came and went for Tom. Oh, had the opening.
Another good point there.
What's that? What do you want to challenge?
Or what the referee's going to find.
After review, the rally stands. There was no fault. No free
No
challenge.
fault of
Loss
any
of challenge.
kind.
No free challenge
Service
remaining. One free
line,
challenge remaining.
kitchen.
We will resume play at 10:10.
What do you
Fine
think they
call.
actually went back and reviewed? I'd be curious to know what the conversation with those referees was. All right, let's just chat for 30 seconds, give him his timeout, and we'll be back.
Time in. 10:10.
Great play
Point.
there for Protzek. Back on top, game point number 5.
Looked like Jack was a little bit surprised that ball went over, and it did kind of, it was a little bit of actually like a
11-10.
rise ball.
Point game. Timeout change
Protzek,
ends.
after all, will take it after Jack Sock rallied to tie it at 10. All that work for nothing. Tom.
Right? He had a good look at a passing shot to go up 11-10,
Game 2.
and
Time in.
Jack has so much experience, he's not going to try and
0-0.
overcorrect in this situation.
Side out.
Just off with the passing shot there from Jack.
0-0. Point.
I actually think the pressure is on Tom here a little bit more. I mean, it's always a bit nerve-wracking to start game 2 when you had a big lead, you blew it, and then you were able to basically squeak out a couple of points right at the end. And, you know, as much as he was up that whole game, it still feels like he kind of stole it.
1-0. Point.
When you step around and leave so much open court like that, you really got to go after the ball, and Jack missing there.
Point.
Couple of unforced to start.
Looks like Jack is just playing for, at least so far this game, very aggressive, short points, not working great so far.
3-0.
It's a nice backhand cross-court pass there from Jack. One of the shots that he's added to his game.
Take another look. Where have the improvements come in your minds? Is it just
Oh.
more confidence with the backhand stroke?
Backhand for sure. You know,
But-
he used to,
But specifically where with the backhand?
I mean, he can hit both passing shots now, right? He could have taken that down the line. He can take it cross-court. And then
Forehand.
previously, he was so dangerous with the forehand where he would, you know, step all the way around the single sideline. And if you get that one back, he is in a lot of trouble because you just leave so much open court. And so when you can stay balanced from that backhand, it then actually sets up the next one. And he's normally looking for forehand passes as well.
In the first year he did that, he didn't necessarily need a backhand. The forehand was enough. Not anymore. Oh, we're still going.
Get.
Oh,
Side out.
Wow. I thought that point was over.
me too.
So did Tom. Jack still does look like he's hobbling a little bit between points and then moving quite well during the point.
3-1. Point.
Awkward little short serve. I'm very impressed with Tom's ability to use depth in the middle of rallies or on serves like that. He throws in those short balls, especially off the backhand, and then there off of the serve, catches people off guard, having to move up when they're not expecting it.
Side out.
Yeah, he made his pro debut, you said, in late 2024, but that is an incredibly veteran play to be throwing in some of those short balls and making your opponent come in on your terms.
One, 4. Point.
Some more success with the drop shot there from Jack.
Why has that been playing to his advantage all match?
Tom is pretty far back behind the baseline. It's allowing him to track down some more of those shots. And you know, when you throw in a short ball, he just doesn't have the ability to pass from there, right? He's barely kind of getting to these shots. And even if he does, it's both close to the net and so low where you really can't hit a passing shot from there.
Point.
I think it's been a smart strategy adjustment for Jack.
Three, four.
Wow.
Nice backhand pass.
You called it. Game one, he was nearly perfect from both wings.
It is interesting. We haven't seen him hit too many of those hard cross-court passes. He's kind of got two shots, right? He either goes hard straight down the line, or he sort of takes a little bit of pace off and dips that ball cross-court.
Side out.
Tom a little...
Did he tweak something there? Looks like
Yeah.
he's favoring that right foot a little bit.
It looks like he's hobbling a little bit now, too.
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Three, four.
Ooh, he's there. Couldn't execute. Well done again. Drop volley, same combination.
Another dropper.
Jack Sock.
He's got to be like 5 for 6 on those at least.
There's a lot of talk about the next wave of singles talent after this point evolves. We'd love to get your thoughts on the younger guys that include players like Tom, and what excites you the most, and what do you think will be the biggest challenge for the vets in years to come against these guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the younger players are just kind of reinventing the game, and I think you see it a little bit more in doubles, because in singles, you know, ground strokes are ground strokes. You've found the people who have the most success in pickleball singles are the ones that are playing it very similarly to tennis in a lot of ways. The really interesting thing for me, I feel like, is how these younger players who don't come from a tennis background are reinventing the doubles game. I do think that the way that singles is played, tennis is kind of the ideal background, but I'm not as convinced that it's the ideal background for doubles.
What would be the ideal background?
I think, you know, and you can actually look to Ben Johns for this, a little bit of a Frankenstein of different players and different racket styles, right? And so I think tennis trumps everything from the baseline. There's nothing like tennis ground strokes. I think table tennis from the kitchen with that backhand flick and with some of the movement patterns. And then you can sprinkle in a little bit of badminton digs and badminton overheads. You've got a nasty player.
Side out.
It is interesting. We just had the announcement of the junior MLP tour. We've had the junior PPA tour for a little bit, and I think there's 235 juniors, making this the biggest junior pickleball tournament that we've ever had as well. So the children are coming.
Children. And many would say they're here. The junior MLP team this weekend almost pushed the challenger Bay Area Breakers team off the court.
Point.
Yeah, here for Tom.
Losing in a tight dream breaker. A lot of highlight points as well. Excited to break that one down a little bit more and take a good look at that.
5-4. Point.
There we go. Another down the line pass from Tom. Very good ball.
Feels like we've been saying that on repeat. This guy is like a machine. Sock continues to stare aimlessly. In game one to tie it, fell short in the end. Did have that injury in Vegas last weekend. Oof. Caught off the tape.
Correction, side out.
Not what Sock was hoping for.
What a bang point. That approach shot that Jack hit off of the rise was a very difficult shot.
7-4.
Ooh.
Side out.
Tom's
his footing, and
he's been flexing that leg too. Yeah.
He's kind of nursing that left foot to start. Something still seems to be bothering him.
Yeah, they're chatting with one another.
He said, can you just give me 10 seconds? And
Jack
is asking if he wants a medical.
4-7.
Sure, Jack wouldn't mind the lengthy break.
Yeah, Tom is really hobbling. It looks like an ankle, actually. He was rolling out the ankle a little bit. It's like, are we going to have another medical?
We might.
Timeout receiver, 5-7.
Or just, oh, that's not a good sign. Well, he was kind of nursing it before, but here's where we think it may have gotten worse. On the back.
He's rubbing the ankle a little bit here.
Ooh. A little bit of hyperextension, a little rolly situation there. Ouch.
Ankle tweak. This isn't anything that I'm going to hurt myself worse with.
5-7.
It's going to suck, but...
Oh, man, a cookie. And Sock throws it into the net.
Tom actually lost his hat on that shot. So in tennis, if you lose your hat like that, or something, or a ball comes out, a lot of times that is a replay immediately, and that's probably the rule that Jack is questioning about right now. But pickleball, you play on here. That's what Jack's asking about right now.
Reenacting exactly what happened.
7-5. Side out.
Yeah, I feel like this is do or die time for Tom right here.
5-7. Side out.
Gives another gift, but Protzek nursing that left ankle still.
7-5.
To gut out 4 more points.
Just back from Jack there.
Point.
Protzek opts to stay beyond the baseline in the ground stroke battle, waiting for Sock
8-5.
to miss.
Side out.
Good look at a passing shot there. It's like back over on grandstand, we got a little controversy. Feds in a heated discussion with the
5-8.
referees.
Makes it look
Point.
easy. One step closer.
Yeah, Tom's pulling up from some of those shots there. He wasn't going to get to that one either, but you can see that not 100%. He's got to close this out in this game.
Yeah, you go 3. I think Tom might be not liking his chances,
6-8.
though Sock's still not feeling 100% either, physically speaking. Welcomes Tom up to the kitchen that time with intent. Blasts one through. Chance to tie it here late for Jack Sock.
The forward movement looked far worse even. That was a ginger approach to the net right there.
He's been hanging back a lot more since the tweak of the ankle.
Seven, 8.
Oh!
Side out.
But left to right, no problem.
Great ball there. A lot of times when you do have somebody who's hurting a little bit, they'll tend to try and play shorter points, which a lot of times means coming to the net, but not Tom. Tom is still back there grinding. He's going to play his game. He's going to look for those spots, and just like we talked about with Alex Crum, He loves a shot come up against Connor Garnett a couple weeks ago in Virginia Beach.
8-7. Point.
Misses long there.
Looking a little frustrated.
9-7.
Oof, barely gets there. Maybe pushed it a bit too far. And that injured ankle, definitely, to your point, seems tougher to move forward for Tom than it does laterally.
I was surprised he got there, to be honest.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
he still ended up getting there.
Like even at a 50% movement, he is still getting to pretty much everything.
7-9. Point.
Ball to the corner.
Tom's not happy. I think he knows this is do or die right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pull out if this game doesn't go his way.
8-9. Point.
Even those last two passes there too are just a result of not fully trusting that ankle to push off of, and you see two shanks on those shots. Those are shots that he was painting lines with before.
This goes 3. Would you side with Sock, odds-wise?
9-9.
I think you have to.
Taps the net and gets past in return. Sock takes game point.
Yeah, when you've got an injury like this late in the game, it's you know, I wouldn't say easy, but you can push yourself through, you know, look, I just got to survive 5 more minutes out here. But if you've got to come back and win an entire game, that's just mentally defeating.
Mm-hmm. Jack Sock rallies late in game 2 to take it. We are going 3 in back-to-back men's singles matches. Your thoughts on the late rally for Sock?
This is a good match. I hope that Tom can find some energy or some health for this last one, because this is a match that deserves to go 3 games, and hopefully we have him at his best.
We will see if Tom can do just that, or if the injury will hold him back. Game 3 coming up next in a battle between these. Bouchard, I think, is in the mix.
Game 3. Time in.
That info to you here
0-0.
Game 3 upon us now. We'll start on Tom's side.
Point.
Nice point there from Tom. He looks all right.
Here are the pros. You
totally
ready?
skinned, too.
Annalie Waters, Anna Bright, Jeannie Bouchard, Jack Sock, Tyson McGuffin, Ben Johns, all the stars. We also have junior PPA
1-0.
stars joining us.
It's a pretty good roster.
Cool.
I feel like I see T.O. playing pickleball like on my Instagram feed like once a week. He's loving it. Much better than Chad Ochocinco, who I got to play pickleball with at Grand Central Station. He was getting frustrated.
0-1.
It's not as easy as it looks. How many times do people troll you pro pickleball players saying that they could do the same thing? Oh, and that's nice.
Side out.
On a daily basis, pretty much. Especially if you make YouTube videos and TikToks like me. You're going to get trolled.
Especially from other pro sports. The top 1% of pickleball.
1-0.
That's tough to overcome.
Tom looks like he's moving again much better. Looks like he did something or another on the break. I don't know. Maybe some Advil is kicking in. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Got mixed doubles coming up after this. Ben Johns and Annalie Waters.
2-0.
We'll meet Krista Getcheva and Wyatt Stone. That's
Point.
D2. Slew of errors to start. Is the side still a factor here in this match? Doesn't necessarily feel like it's fully favorable either way.
Yeah, it seems like the wind has died down a good amount
3-0.
since earlier today.
Side out.
Close ball there. I think Tom did miss it. He thinks about challenging.
Yeah, to your point about, I mean, you could still afford a technical, but then after that point, it's, yeah, it's in, Zane.
Wow, look at that.
That was worth the challenge. Who's going to tell him?
0-3.
Oof.
Point.
Somehow Jack is upset with himself on that one, too. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get a challenge from Tom on that one.
Me too.
1-3.
Oh man, we have
Side out.
awkward movement. Look at that from Jack.
More awkward movement.
Well, okay, just look at this. Let's see if we can get a replay of that too. I call the shots around here. It looks like he just got completely wrong-footed. Never mind, I don't want to replay. We're good.
Oh, it's coming. Don't you worry.
Oh, here we go.
3-1.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Point.
Oh, charges forward in a big roar for Protzek, who was not able to move like that in game two. Especially not forward. Had a head start on it. Good read. Finally anticipating the drop volleys Jack Sock has been throwing his way all match long. Spot in tomorrow's round of 16 on the line.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's moving the same way
Yeah,
he
he
was
does.
back in game one. He does. It seems like something has switched for him, and he's feeling good again.
4-1.
That was an
out.
insane return from Jack Sock. It was a crazy get to even. That was almost a clean return winner, and Tom was even able to put something on it. Jack finishes it a couple shots later.
Timeout server. 1-4.
40s with his rankings, now number one.
Time
That's
in.
wild to climb that quick.
1-4.
Yeah, we got Chris Hayworth climbing just
Yep.
like that too.
All
Back
right,
in action.
we continue. Not sure what happened, where Jack went.
Side out.
I did actually see him. He was coming back. I think
Oh.
he changed.
Okay.
I don't know. It seemed like there was a long delay before that anyway, but he went and changed.
4-1. Side out.
Not quite able to get under that one. That's the little bit of legs difference from start to finish. He's dotting the line in game one and through a lot of game three or game two on that down the line passing shot.
1-4.
Call was
Right out.
wide. Sock thinking about challenging it. He won't.
He just wanted to use intimidation first for a second, get the call changed without using the challenge. It's honestly smart.
4-1. Point.
Tom closes down that angle for 5-1 lead. I did not see Tom coming out and taking the lead here, but ankle looks fine.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, Sock has had late comebacks, though, in every
5-1.
game.
Nice
Side
get
out.
there. even that one, right? Tom was a little bit out of position to hit that backhand pass because in the previous situations, Jack has been using that drop shot really, really effectively. And so since he was one step closer in, he wasn't able to really get around that backhand and take a good look at a pass. So even though he didn't drop shot that time, the drop shot set up an easier ball for Jack.
Point.
Well, you wear so many hats in the sport: player, coach, analyst, now content creator as well. How do these roles kind of feed each other in the way you see the game and shaping that for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of my goal with some of the content that I'm creating is to try and get people to follow along with the professional game a little bit more. You know, some of that means helping them understand some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. You know, maybe whether some people have some beef, or you know, there's a weird line call or a rules dispute. I kind of just follow what I find to be interesting and hope to get more people involved in pro pickleball. So I'm putting out basically weekly recap videos of everything that's happened at some of these events on my channel, and have a good time making those as well. So it keeps me entertained and out of trouble.
So have a great teaching network on YouTube. What's your favorite part of the game to teach to the recreational folk?
I mean, I like this type of stuff. Analyzing matches. It's something else I've just started doing on the channel as well. So,
Point.
Oh, come on from Jack. It's nice to see him get fired up. I do feel like that's something that early on in his pickleball career, he wasn't yelling come on, he wasn't getting fired up. We had a big come on at the end of game 2 and another one here. So I like the match analysis type of stuff, understanding patterns and kind of some of the higher level sort of stuff.
Side out.
Another beaut from Protzek. This match has been an hour long and counting.
Yeah, Tom just holds that so well. Jack made the right play, again, taking away the easier shot, which would have been that down the line, force your opponent to hit that more difficult shot.
Hour and 10 minutes
5-3
of a grind here in the round of 32.
Jack makes a huge comeback, brings it back to 10-10. Tom is up again in game 2 and hurts an ankle somewhere along the way. Loses game 2 and now is moving quite well again with the lead in game 3.
Point.
Massive first point to get on the new side. Tom just joined, 7-3.
7-3. Point.
Yeah, it didn't look good for Tom at the end of game 2
No,
there, especially he blew that lead. He was moving around not nearly, I mean, you'll see that he's an incredible mover and he wasn't moving nearly as well, but
8-3.
something changed between games here.
Side out.
I think just these last 2 points after this break feels like it's crunch time. It feels like the intensity of these couple points, there's a little bit more intentionality with the footwork for Jack. I think this is going to be a dogfight to the end of this. It's interesting that Jack is still such kind of a streaky player, right?
Yeah.
3-8.
Still finding that consistency.
This level is
Point.
peak ability, though. I'm not sure there's anybody in the world that can beat Jack Sock.
Yeah.
Looking for that level in a final, but I mean, we've seen brightness.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago with match points against Federico Stocksrud, who was obviously able to come back and win that with Jack tweaking his hip a little bit there.
Oh, that's so good. Ooh, man, couldn't keep his feet clean of the post.
Point.
That's
drop volley from
so
Sock.
frustrating because Tom hit as good, played as good of a point as he possibly could have. This forehand pass down the line should be a winner against most people. And then even then, you're going to expect a weak response, but Jack puts it in a spot that he just, I can't even believe that he got it back.
Right.
He probably ran into the net a little bit. That's a demoralizing one.
5-8.
So much backspin on it, would have spun into the post.
Point.
Another drop shot winner for Jack. He's, what, 7 for 8 on this now,
Yeah.
probably, something or another?
And another comeback. Down in a hole, 8-3, and 3 straight points.
Six, 8.
Ooh,
Side up. 8-6.
Oh, Jack read it right. He was in perfect position.
You could feel the relief from Protzek that that one did not go over, because he was done.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea from Jack to guess in that situation. Somebody's got a high ball, like, you're not going to be able to react to that properly. So he guesses and guesses
9-6.
right.
Point.
Match point for Protzek, looking to add to the upset count we've seen so far today.
10-6.
It's out. Protzek takes it in 3, moving on to the round of 16. A battle was won today in Dallas. Even with an injured ankle, what impressed you the most about Tom's performance here today?
Tom is an incredible mover and was able to hit some passing shots from crazy parts of the court. I think he's still a newcomer to this game, but honestly, what impressed me the most was taking pace off and hitting some veteran pickleball shots for a guy who's just been playing since late November of last year. So very impressive for Tom, probably one of his biggest wins so far, and on a great stage too.
Crazy what a year can do for your game.
Our second big upset of today, Tom Protzek taking down Jack Sock in a close 3-game match.
Yeah, the upsets continue, Cam. Jack has been on a streak the last few months, getting to almost top 5 in the world, but it's Tom Protzek, the German soccer player. He's on the way to the desk now, making the biggest upset of the day so far, and the upsets continue here in Dallas.
Welcome into the Proton desk. Cameron Blackwood alongside Matt Manassi. We do have Tom here, but it did look like maybe Jack was playing his best. I'm not sure what that was, especially when he was going to the bench on those things. But credit to Tom. I thought he played really well on the kitchen. His movement forward was some of the best I've seen.
In moments, you saw really good stuff from Jack. Then in moments, maybe he was playing possum. He almost came back a few times. But Tom, the speed, the agility, the ability to get around the court. Jack was hitting some unbelievable drop shots. I think Tom made him extend a lot of rallies and made him hit one more ball, I think, over the course of a 3-game match. That gets to you as a player. It makes you very frustrated. Yeah. And Tom did a great job to close it out, even though Jack had come back before. So we got him on the desk.
Come on in, Tom. Hi, how are you? Very nice to meet you.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Take a seat. Bloody knee and all.
that looks good.
Talk like this, right?
Congratulations to you. A huge win here. I'm going to talk about that first game. It looked like you were in total control. He comes back, ties it up 10-10. But what did you tell yourself before heading into this matchup with Jack to get this one done?
I think for me it was just, I'm kind of the underdog, and I mean, obviously I have to prove myself, but I was just, come on, the pressure was more on him than on me, I guess. So I just enjoyed the crowd. A lot of people were supporting me, and yeah, I just felt like I can upset him, and yeah, I pulled through. So.
For those that don't know, you're relatively new to the tour.
Yeah.
A college soccer background with the Hurricanes in Tulsa, only a couple hours up north.
Yeah.
How did you get into the pickleball game? Did you play high school tennis, junior tennis?
So my mom was a tennis player, like not like pro or whatever, but like, so I think the talent or the racket talent is coming more from her side. I think I played till I was 12, kind of like, not how do you say, like kind of competitive, but then I had to make the switch back to soccer. I missed the team aspect, I guess, but then I found my way to a racket sport again, because tennis I knew I would not go pro anymore, But then me and my buddies picked up those warm-up paddles, and I was always a little better than them, and I kind of wanted to see how that can go, and here I am now, so it's awesome.
I assume you were relatively fast on the soccer field as well. Has that footwork carried over? Have you had to change the footwork patterns, or it's a pretty good translation?
To be honest, I feel like, I mean, yes, I think so. It was always like one of my strengths that I was quick, and I feel like I don't know, when I was 15, 16, I was always like fast, and then in terms when all the other people grew, and I was not always the biggest or whatever, but I was always quick. And then it just came to like quickness, and I think quickness is the most important thing here for pickleball. Smaller court, and sometimes I miss the tennis aspect of like how to cover the court and all that, but I think I'm slowly getting it more and more, covering the net and stuff. So, Deutsche Kanone. And yeah, shout out to Martin over there. No, we have like 2 other Germans here.
Yeah,
it's
a
always
German connection. I like it.
It's awesome to talk to them.
I want to take us back to the second game there. It looked like you rolled your ankle, almost even hyperextended your knee a little bit.
Yeah.
Has that affected you like after the game, and then how did it affect you throughout that match too?
It did definitely affect me in a second, because I felt like I was in control again, kind of. I felt like I could close it after 2, but then I rolled it, and he's an amazing player, like one of the best. And so I was getting
show you the little ankle roll here in a second.
It looked like it was more your knee, but it was your ankle.
It was my knee. I'm bothered. Like I have like plantar fasciitis, but it didn't bother me as much. But then this one came. But that's the thing with soccer again. I had so many ankle injuries, and I just said it in the other interview. My coach always forced me to play through it, and I just took like a little ibuprofen, and then the third game I didn't really feel it as much anymore. And just try to go through. I hope tomorrow I can play, but I mean, the soccer toughness is going to come out.
Speaking of tomorrow, it doesn't get easier. Gabe Joseph and Marshall Brown, thoughts on either matchup? Are you going to get to watch their match?
Oh, they didn't play yet?
I believe they're still about to go on, yeah.
Okay, I mean, I usually focus on my game more. I mean, obviously I watch a little bit, but I like to play out my strengths, not try to focus perfectly for everyone's game. Obviously, I knew I attack a little bit more the backhand of Jack, because I know if I do go into forehand battles, I probably don't have a chance. But yeah, it worked out, so yeah.
Well, congratulations
to you so much, guys.
On,
appreciate
it. Thank you so much for coming to the desk. We love having you.
Yeah, no, and thanks for all the support, guys. Appreciate it.
Good luck tomorrow. We're going to head back down to center court. We have Michelle McMahon, and she's joined by Sam Querrey. Mish.
Thrilled to be on the call with